Hey, I want to talk to you guys about the dangers of Klarna. So I've been seeing so many things that people have been saying about Klarna, about how dangerous it is. I did a lot of Google searches on it, and I see that there is a lot of dangers of Klarna. I had a few clients talk to me about Klarna, end up getting collections on their credit reports, and now they have to get it removed. So I just want to talk to you guys about the dangers so that you guys are not in this same trap. So if you guys do not know, my name is Rickita, and I want to just get right on into the video and talk to you guys about this. I usually talk about credit, deleting the accounts, increase your credit score. But I want to talk about this Klarna account because I once told you guys about it, talked to you guys about the credit card. So if I see that there is something crazy, like I saw with Kickoff being a problem, and also that Tumo credit card, I just want to make sure I come back and tell you guys other things that may have formed after I have learned about this different company. So with Klarna, you guys, it's like a buy now, pay later. That's what it is. You get to make so many payments on this account, and then on the purchase that you make, and you may think, oh, I'm not gonna have to pay any interest. Let me go ahead and do it. But people don't understand that Klarna is basically playing off of the point that you're using your disposable income. So they're playing off of the point that you're going to, when you already know you're going to get paid in 2 weeks, and when that check come in, they're going to get their money. That's what they're playing off of. They're playing a different game than credit card because they don't have certain laws like credit card companies, because you only making three payments on a lot of these different purchases. So I just want to show you guys some of these comments because it was blowing me away. And I know when I was listening to some of my clients talk to me about it, I'm like, it can't be that bad. But when I see these different things, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I did a Google search, and they would talk about the buy now, pay later regret. Somebody said they used the Klarna, and their first payment went okay, but the second payment was not easy to make. They barely made it on time. Sometimes when you have these different companies, they make it hard for you to make your payment. Like, I got a car loan through CarMax. I realized that when I log into my CarMax account and I say I want to make a payment, usually they have a payment button right in that same spot, right? It's not like that. It's in the same spot, but it's with a lot of different other options. And when I log into my account and make that payment, they'll move it. So you know how you just get used to pressing it off the first one, and we just press it. It's not like that. So let me show you what I mean. So like, here it is right here. The finance is at the top. Can you see that? But sometimes they'll move it where that CarMax finance will be in the middle for me. And I'm like, why did y'all make it harder for me to make my payment? So in the business world, they tell you to make it easy for people to pay so that you can make more money. But in their world, they want to make it harder so that they can make more money, because now you're going to have late fees. You may be like, dang, it's not there. And you may not be thinking, oh, let me look and see if there's other options. And you may not make that payment on time, and they'll make it harder for you to make those subsequent payments. So I just wanted to tell you about that, because when I seen that with CarMax, I was like, are y'all kidding me? Like, one day I log in, it's at the top. The next time it's in the middle. And it's like, why did y'all move it around like that? Like, what was the point? But I just want to show you that they are going to try to make it harder for you to make that payment. But you just have to make sure that you check on that. You have to be on top of that, because that's a tactic that a lot of these companies actually do. And do you guys know that 23% fail to pay their Klarna, which is what they want? They want you to fail to pay it, because when you do that, when you fail to pay your Klarna, they can charge you higher interest rates than a lot of these credit cards. So it's like it just reverts back. You know, I tell you guys about 0% APR credit cards. And with these 0% APR credit cards, if you don't pay it back in a certain amount of time, it's no longer 0%. They backdate it to the first day and start charging you interest on that day. The same thing with Klarna. So they want you not to pay it. So a woman said they did the buy now, pay later. It's actually a scheme that left her thousands in debt. So she's 26 years old, and she had nearly $4,000 in debt. That is not good at all. $4,000 in debt. And I also seen this too, college student trapped by the buy now, pay later. And with the buy now, pay later, what it is that people think, oh, I can just go ahead and get this thing. I'm going to get paid anyway. I can make these small little payments. And they just keep paying into it, not knowing that when you have a budget, you only got so much extra money, disposable income. And if you're using all that disposable money to pay off these Klarnas and all these different companies that you may be using, like Afterpay, you no longer have disposable income. If something was to happen and you don't have an emergency fund or anything like that, you guys are going to be set back. Like, seriously. you guys are going to be set back. So that's why I really want to make this video, because I see a lot of people are having this problem. Somebody said they were spiraling out. I guess this is somebody that's a big spender. And that was just like me too. I'm like an emotional spender. So they said that they were doing a Klarna and Afterpay. It put them in a hole for weeks. They said it's not bad enough to spend money now, but I spend my money for 2 months in advance as well. That's the thing. You think, oh, I got this money coming in. I have this extra money. No. You figure out you have to pay your Klarna. You got an extra bill. They want that money that's in the future. That's what their whole setup is. That's what they want. So somebody else was talking about, you know, they were funding things and they were using the Klarna thing also. And with this, you can get so much debt and you can get in the high of it. Think, oh, I'm not paying any interest or anything like that. Let me just go ahead and get it. And then you look back and be like, what did I spend my money on? Like, really? And it's just spiraling out of control. So I just want to show you guys these different things so you guys can definitely avoid it. And if you guys haven't heard of Klarna, this is definitely the website. So you can do Klarna, Afterpay. They even have their credit card, but you just want to make sure you avoid these different things. And please excuse my little baby. I guess he's waking up from his nap. But you want to make sure that you avoid these. Now, Klarna can actually be good if you guys know that you have that money, but don't make it a habit. That's where the problem is going to come in at. When people make it a habit and they continue to buy different things and they just get it just because they see, oh my gosh, it's 21% off. I'm going to go ahead and spend this $115. And that's not good. And also this one too right here. You want to pay the $319 when you could technically get this for cheaper if you just go ahead and pay it out or buy it outright. You know, I've seen other ones that you can go ahead and purchase, but I know this is a certain one and people are like, oh, I want that kind. They have other ones for cheaper. So I think about different things like that. And I just hope that you guys are not getting caught in this trap with buying and purchasing these different things. And you have to think about it. These companies are giving Klarna a discount by, you know, not discount. They're actually, Klarna is making money from these companies for posting these different things for you all. And that's why they're able to charge that 0% APR. So just keep that in mind. Plus you have a monthly fee that you have to pay. So just make sure you guys are not getting caught in this trap, because it is a horrible trap to be caught in. And I don't want you guys to be caught in this trap. Now, I know that I was telling a family member about the for Christmas, I used my Amazon credit card, did the 0% APR. And as long as you spend more than $299, which I did, I was able to have the 0 months of 0 months interest. I just have to pay a certain amount per month. You know, they can break up those payments like that. That can actually be dangerous too, because you can just spend, not thinking about it. You can think, oh, okay, well, I can just pay it off the smaller amount. But those are also tricks too. And you have to understand that these companies are hoping that you are not paying what you need to pay so that they can charge you interest on these different accounts. Okay, that's the goal. And then they also want to be able to have a charge off for you so that they can eventually write it off and then just send it to a credit collection company. That is what the goal is, because yeah, think about it. Debt for them is different when it comes to actually writing it off and charging it off. So just keep this in mind. Hopefully you guys are not having these problems. If you do have problems with Klarna, please let me know. I just want to make sure I just make this video to get this information out there to you guys. And just remember, 23% of the people do not even pay it. Okay. And they bet on that 23% of the people. And make sure you know exactly how you can pay and what's the easiest and fastest way that you can pay so that you don't have any late fees, because that late fee can be as much as your payment that's due that month. So I just want to make sure that you are not having these problems. I'll see you guys in the next